The 2015 Skoda Superb was one of the most hotly anticipated new cars of this year for many reasons. Firstly, because it had a great platform to begin with, and the Superb has long been a popular and good value choice of family cruiser. But also because of the exciting improvements that have been taking place across the entire Skoda range over the last few years. The new Superb has been given a stunning makeover. The old model got a bit of flack for the odd-looking rear. That's gone now, as is the old twin-door system which allowed you to open the boot in both a hatchback and saloon style. It's now strictly a hatchback and the silhouette looks all the better for it. And if there was any trace of that old budget brand image remaining, this will surely be the car to wipe that out once and for all. Sit inside and you'll continue to be impressed, and it feels as upmarket in here as any premium saloon that I've sat into recently, with lots of high quality soft touch materials and a simple, clever layout. And being simply clever is what Skoda prides itself on, and there's loads of nice little features in this car that illustrate that further. For example, in the front you've got a clip on the windscreen for holding car park tickets, as well as an extra grip cup holder in the centre so that you can open and close a bottle with just one hand. There's an ice scraper in the fuel cap, and the boot comes with Velcro divider so that you can separate your shopping, as well as a handy magnetic torch so that you can look at what you've bought. And then probably the most useful one in this country, 2 umbrellas hidden neatly inside the front doors. So they're the little things that make the Superb clever, but there are a few more compelling reasons that make this car stand out. And the most noticeable is the space. It's absolutely huge in every area that you want it to be. I usually demonstrate the knee room in the back, but I can very nearly demonstrate the foot room in this one. And an increase in height means it now tops the class for headroom as well. Back in the front it feels just as vast, so luckily there's an electronically adjustable driving position to get you a bit closer to the wheel if, like me, you can sometimes feel a little bit lost in large family cars like this one. But the 8-way adjustment means that you can fine tune it to get it exactly where you want it. The boot in the Superb is not only the largest in its class by quite some distance, but also larger than some in the class above it at 625 litres. And I couldn't even find enough suitcases and sports equipment to show exactly how much that holds. Dropping the rear seats will almost treble that again, leaving you with enough space to rival a small van. In terms of spec, while there is a well-equipped entry-level active trim, Skoda predict the mid to high spec models to be the best sellers. And that makes perfect sense when you look at the amount of gadgets and luxury you can get for the same cost as some pricier yet smaller rivals. The easiest way to describe the equipment levels is everything you can think of, really, and I definitely recommend that you check out the Build Your Own feature on the Skoda website and spec one up for yourself, because it's one of the better systems that I've used. But some of the highlights include bi-xenon headlamps, heated seats, parking sensors and an impressive range of infotainment systems. In fact, Skoda claimed that the new Superb is one of the most advanced cars on the market for connectivity. And even though this test car comes with normal sat-nav as standard, you can connect it so that it streams from maps on your phone instead, which most people will agree are much easier to use and allow you to enter your destination in a much simpler way. The touchscreen is standard on Ambition models upwards, and the quality of the infotainment system improves as you move up the trims. This high-spec style model comes with the top-of-the-line 8-inch Columbus system that also acts as a reversing camera, which will definitely come in handy because, as mentioned earlier, this is a very large car. And it does feel large on the road, there's no doubt, certainly to me anyway. But not necessarily heavy or awkward, and on the plus side extremely comfortable and extremely quiet. This is the 2-litre TDI with 190 brake horsepower, which is what I spec'd my imaginary car with last night. And by foregoing metallic paint for a very nice red and adding a reversing camera instead, it came in at just under €34,000, which is more than likely where the average spend is going to lie. Other options include an entry-level 1.6 diesel and a slightly lower powered 2-litre version with 150 brake horsepower. Running costs are predictably impressive, and this model will offer almost 70 miles to the gallon and lies in tax band A at just €190 a year. Safety is also well covered with 7 airbags as standard and emergency brake assist, which should help prevent low speed impacts in heavy traffic situations. It's been called one of the most impressive cars of the year so far, and it's not hard to see why. It's rare to find a car that stands out and leads the class in so many key areas. And at a price point that should rightfully have buyers in the premium segment wondering exactly what it is they're paying all that extra money for. Prices for the new Superb start at just under €27,000, and you can check it out at your local Skoda dealer, details of which you'll find on our new car channel on CarsIreland.ie.